Greetings everyone, boys and girls. This is James here speaking. And how's it going? Today is on Thursday, which means today is the Retro Wonder Flashback. Alright, and I've been recording it as the entire moderator, which I can filming it in in outside of the virtual YouTuber the topic though. That's where the live actions but videos filming. But I've been recording this the entire of virtual YouTuber the topics right here. So this is going to be at I have the mind I have a mind with this remember from the past and if I really sure had to where I just remember from the 10 years ago or 11 years ago to whatever that is call it. So there's a lot of have this stuff in here and it just make me feel this about the old memories that has way back then goes. And I'm gonna have to talk about that how am I have created the scary pop-up Nanacat and since back in 2015. So I'm just gonna go ahead to look back with these some backstory, and I'm really sure. And I made this where the videos of the scary pops up towards the children, towards the young adulthood and whatsoever. And I'll have to keep it there. Try that. And there's a lot of it. I know this was the videos that the old videos in the entire the scary pop-up Neticat. I have been to use the various of Neticat instead of a jump scare. Yeah, let's let's get this straight to. I was just thinking that so that I remember from the past like 10 or 11 years ago. Okay, let's get this. Let's get to talk this straight into with Retro Wonder Flashback, the backstory. So, ladies and gentlemen, the boys and girls, welcome to the very first ever indie virtual YouTuber to talk about Retro Wonder Flashback backstory. Okay. When I was a teenager, and I've been able to watch that scary pop-up Nana Cat with that boy, been watch the Nana Cat. It seems to be just pretty normal, and and I just and as a one of the behinds of filming the girls, and it goes to straight at like 2.5 to seconds at the right this longer to it it will to trigger the jump scare, and then and then the and then and then the boy but been shocked as I hearing the screamingly that pops up in the imagery, and the boy says begging to turn the things off to the computers. that's that's what I've seen that's what the boy the reacted to the cat has triggered to like scary things that pops up the whatever that's called it or whatever to call it the exorcist scary taking from the scary pop-up net cat. And after I watched the videos as the boy reacted to the net cat, and I came up with high school students the personal video maker that I came up to the idea, and I've been so the first testify with Neticat that pops up from previously previously the old YouTube channel has it back into 2013, 2014, and then now the 2015. So I so I but so I but used Neticat clips on it, and then I put it to scary pop-up the Exorcist girls with the screamy latest sound effects towards the and just makes it a very funny that if it's someone people that makes the scenes that it seems to be the normal and then so the triggers that pops up and after I'm doing to the video editing so I published on on the YouTube channel so that's called the filmmaker studios that I have my indeed the filmmaker studio and after I published on YouTube on January 10, 2015, and I have received it with the numerous of large amount of views, many fans, many reactions, because how the people who did put their that screamy lead to this that exorcist girl this scary pop up to the trigger that it goes to at the end of the clips yeah that's just man and I got to really at I just believe it that I really just remember I'm just quite sure that's why I made it the first scary pop-up Neticat the first video published back in January 10, 2015 and ever since our country and that I've been living as our country to 10 years after the living in our country and is celebrating like the 11 years on January 2015 January 11 2015 I first read and introduced but originally the incarnations right behind James Softer Co originally to the labels but behind I really did I did like Neticat that pops up Scraper and that's why I took on the social media platform but until let me guess but until the 2021 I have decided to stop doing it with Neticat pops up the scary as no longer being the scarier to towards the children and also the someone people that grow up the kids into the teenager and possibly young adulthood so you ever has a born yet has so you have a how old are you that are born yet and you thinking of that to remember with the scary pop-up Neticat that's that took on the YouTube platform and as our videos has now have the 1 million video views uh, receive it with the mixed review and thought about that the people that got been scared and got the child got the traumatized by that exorcist girl that pops up and I really just I I don't really I've really been doubted that and I was behind from my from my the video maker the creations originally the scary pop-up Neticat since I I have been seeing like and unfortunately just observed some flash player that being discontinued years before and as I heard about Hunter the Big Boy to talk about the flash player is a flash player is going away soon and we have the mistakes with the flash player including the maze and that's what I have to put to the last scary pop-up Nana cat, and then I stopped doing to the make Nana cat pops up the and no longer been to the make the videos in it either in the future. So so I wanted to focus to make a stop motion animation, and I just focus to make cutout hand drawings and stop motion animations, cool stuff. And I just wanted I wanted to make the independently the filmmaker producing our home, and I just want to make things that stop motions was the right rated decision, but without with the without being created more scary pop-up Nana cat either than 2020 decades, but this year. Okay, I just have to think to remember. I was only ever made the creation of scary pop-up Nana cat, and also I've been uh, fully creation of the alternative parallel matrix universe that behind the creations of Hofrei Miku. Hofrei Miku is what I called. And I just throughout this journey I've been living in our country it takes more like 21 years after 21 years after, but then on January 11, 2015, I better live in our country 11 years after, but now this year, I've been living in our country 21 years after. That's what I put creations, Scary Papa Nana Cat, and I make me feel very popular. It makes it very much better, as it makes it really, really much happy. And then including the Markiplier that played my Happy Wheels level, and I was a younger, and that's why I did just write a Happy Wheels levels back in 2015, and so the Markiplier approval to my Happy Wheels level, like, man, I can't believe it. I can't believe it that I just become a famous person. Like, wow. That was just literally just a flashback then. It's 100% gold. That's gold. That's a good thing for the good old times memories there. Perfectly that. So, yeah, that's pretty much have to talk about this, but short to talk about how am I made the scary pop-up Nana cat, and I put focus to make stop motion animation videos, but without with the pops up the Nana cat scary did either this year. Anyway, so that's all pretty much have to say right now. Make sure to like, share, subscribe our personal channel and other channels. I put the links in the description because I've been talking about it just by the Retro Wonder Flashback Stories as a first time. And yeah, I'll be performed mute virtual YouTubers, and I'll see you at Twitch, and I'll see you at post archived as available on the virtual YouTuber channels right here. And yeah, that's pretty much have to say. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next videos. And remember, go out and be the smile and hear by the professional speak. This is James here speaking. We're signing out. Have a good day, boys and girls, and as always, later.